On a quiet village path, a drunkard was being harassed by a local thug shouting and creating chaos. Suddenly, a stranger appeared. Within moments, he defeated the thug effortlessly. His fearlessness and strength left a little girl standing nearby completely amazed. When the girl stepped forward to thank him, she saw that the man had collapsed unconscious on the ground. Moved by compassion, she placed him on a cart and took him home. Through the night, he slowly regained consciousness. By morning, the girl's family offered him a few silver coins, asking him to move on. As he continued his journey, he saw a young man running ahead, dragging someone behind him. A few steps further, a broken basket, scattered pears, and a girl lying on the ground with an arrow lodged in her chest. He froze for a moment. It was the same girl who had saved his life a few days earlier. Instantly, he raised his hand, the arrow disappeared, and the wound began to heal. The girl survived, but now she followed him, asking for his help. Soon, border soldiers arrived at the scene. Seeing the girl among the corpses, they were stunned. One soldier tried to stop the stranger, but the next moment, an arrow pierced his chest. The man swiftly drew his arrows and struck down the soldiers one by one. Their captain realized this was no ordinary man, but a warrior of extraordinary power. The captain, himself a 6th-rank fighter, still charged forward, but with a single blow, he was thrown into the air. Then he understood the man before him was a 9th-rank warrior. With a flash of another arrow, the captain's life ended. News of the man's bravery spread quickly through the villages, and rumors of a bounty began to rise. But people didn't know he was not a criminal, only a helper. The true culprit was still alive, the one who had murdered his parents in front of his eyes when he was a child. The girl asked, "Why do you possess such power? Haven't you taken revenge for your family yet?" The man replied calmly, "My parents were killed before my eyes. From that day, I chose this path." The girl pleaded, "Teach me how to fight so I can protect my mother and take revenge for what I've lost." Finally, the warrior agreed and took her along toward the capital where his old enemies and the girl's past awaited them both. Along the way, they met many people. Some admired his courage, while others pitted the harsh truths of war. He tested the girl's will, taught her courage and the art of defense so she could stand for herself and claim justice for her lost family. The journey was difficult, but their friendship and trust grew stronger. They vowed to find those criminals together and bring justice to all who had suffered. Thus, the story of a lone warrior and a brave girl echoed from the small villages to the great capital, and the fire of revenge guided the path of their destiny.